What's up, homies? This is
What's going on, pals?
Dreamcast number two. This week we're talking about the 10 tips of Lolla. We're not exactly Lolla pros. This is going to be our fourth Lollapalooza. We've been to three, but we think we know a little bit to help the newbies in the second years and all the YOLO high schoolers to, first of all, not die, and second of all, get your money, have fun, all that jazz. How you doing, Matt? How you over there?
I'm doing well, and I just want to tell you people, like everyone complains about how hard it is to get the tickets, how much it costs. You get in there, and you people forget that you spent like $300 and worked like 2 weeks extra for this, or
Yeah.
had your mom pay for it. But either way,
That's true. It's a big time and like money commitment. Like you're like, oh, it's just a weekend. I can just get really drunk. It's like, no, that's $300. Like, don't do that. All right. So we'll kick it off, Matt. I'll let you go first. We kind of have five apiece or five and six or whatever. But go ahead, Matt. What's your first one? I want to hear it.
well, this first one isn't even on my list actually, but I kind of covered it before. But don't wait until like 6 o'clock to go. You
True.
have to go at like 12 or 2 or something. 12's aggressive, that's us, but 2
Yeah.
or 3 like reasonable. And that leads into my first actual rule is that it's going to take you no matter what time you get there actually. It takes you an hour to get in or give yourself an hour.
Yeah. Give yourself an hour. It usually takes a little bit less, I feel like, but for sure. You always want to be safe with that kind of thing.
But who was it that we wanted to see after like Alex Clare? Do you remember that on Sunday?
Um, no, I don't remember.
I
Oh,
don't know.
was
It
it?
was like Jake Bug or something that was
Oh,
like
mine was Ben
before.
Howard. Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
it was someone before someone, and we're like, oh, we'll get there at 2:15. We'll be at the stage by 2:30. It doesn't work like that,
Yeah,
fam.
that's for sure.
So figure out your transportation, figure out your shit, and then get there.
Yeah, like and go early. Like, oh, let me like sleep in till 11 and pregame till 4. It's like no, just go to the festival. Like it's amazing inside, even if you're like tired or hungover or it's sad. Just walk inside, have a cheap slice of Illuminati's pizza, and just like figure it out. Like just go. It starts at noon. Get there at 1 at the latest. That's my thing.
Do another.
All right, for me, give me another one.
Yeah,
All right, here's a good one. Don't let females control you. Um,
that is a good one.
do not go to DJ YOLO Swag Sauce just to find some insta hot booty to hook up with. Like, please, like, do yourself a favor. Don't do that. Don't pay $300 to find some glittery, gross girl at Perry's. Like, it's good. Go see the shows you want to see. Maybe you'll find the girl of your dreams, like I did, that got away. I
Have
don't want to
fun.
talk about it, but like, don't let one girl change where you're going to a concert because she's hot. Like, just don't do that. This makes me so mad.
And we're saying that even if like if I know the girl, I am an absolute asshole at Lollapalooza. I will go
Yeah,
to my stage and leave everyone I'm with if someone is waiting to go to the bathroom. Much
that's
less,
true. Yeah,
much less. I have a buddy of mine. He will make out with anything that moves. Like if there was a pig who needed resuscitation, he would do it. If she was covered in glitter and looked good in a tank top, don't don't do it. Like
yeah, that's the
you have
worst.
362 days of the year that you could go on Tinder and find that same animal.
Yeah,
So
like you're paying $300 to watch music, not please, not to find like you could go to Summerfest and pay $8 or whatever it is. You can go for free sometimes because they text you for free, and you can go crazy and find
there.
whatever. Don't do it a lot, please, please. I'm begging you. What do you got next?
Okay, next, you kind of said it with the Lou Malnati's. Is this is the one festival that I will actually eat at because I don't eat anywhere. But the food here, it's actually like reasonably priced and it's good, unlike like crappy like trailer food. It's like catered by vendors and stuff. So get your Lou Malnati's, like the pizza, the chicken. I got like a shrimp cocktail and it was amazing.
Oh, shrimp. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Oh,
love
shrimp.
shrimp.
Insert shrimp emoji here. Like, that's me. I eat shrimp, and I'm gonna eat it at Lolla too. Like, I got a burrito last year too. Like, it's
It's
good.
good stuff. But like, I'm pretty sure all I got was like a total of 12 slices of Illuminati's because it's like a big slice of pizza for $2. It's like, why would I get anything else? Like, it's ridiculous.
And if you're thinking about it like, oh, that's too expensive, like, cut 2 Chipotle visits, and then you can eat at Lolla.
Yeah, like you're already paying $300. Why not another 20 so you don't die? That's my next one.
Uh,
You have
Go
a
on.
choice. You either get to drink water or die. Like, if you don't drink water at Lollapalooza, it's going to be hot. You will die. Like, bring a Camelback. They have Camelback filling stations. You can creepily hit on the girls like Matt does when they're filling up your Camelback. But just please drink water, especially if you're partaking in other libations. It's even more important you drink water because there are medical tents everywhere and you will be in it and you will miss your YOLO swag DJ that you really want to see. So I made a scale. I think it was like two
Had
years
to have been
ago.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I made a Lollapalooza scale. That's kind of turned into my like for everything drinking scale. And um, people who know me have heard it. And I have a number that you shouldn't go over for Lolla. It's out of 7 because 5 is too little and 10 is too many. So 1 is you have a drink in your hand. 2 is you're buzzed. 3 is 3. 4 is drunk. 5 is gateway drunk. 6 is you're having fun and everybody knows it. And 7 is you're in a wheelchair. Just you can't do anything. It's a big jump, I know. But the number that you cannot pass is 5. You have to stay at the hard 5, soft 6, like right on that border. Because if you're
At
having
the
fun
absolute
and
maximum.
everybody knows it, then you're so close. Like too much sun and boom, you're in a wheelchair. It's just it happens so fast. Like we've seen it. It's a 1 to 7 scale, but I'm telling you, I've seen an 8, and it was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was terrifying. It involved. It was at I think it was like the Killers or something, and there's this guy that literally his legs are jelly, like the things in front of gas stations, except those are his legs, just trying to move. And
Our waving arm inflatable one back
yeah,
in two.
yeah. And his girlfriend's like carrying him, like trying to like looks like trying to carry him to safety because she's a great girlfriend. And then she takes him and flips him over her shoulder just onto the ground and walks away. It was like, oh my god, like this man didn't even know he just got flipped by his girlfriend. And then he gets kind of like circled, and people try to like pick him up, and his legs are just going everywhere. He doesn't even know what his name is. But don't be that guy, because the second you get to that like having too much fun level, you're gone, and you really don't want that to happen.
Even if you're not doing that, even if you're just like being a normal guy, having a beer, just watching your concert sober, whatever, still you need water. You're not gonna
Yes.
sit like and camp out for like Florence for 5 hours in the hot sun without water.
You need to eat.
Bring a Camelback.
You
Bring
need to
some
drink
sort of
water. I am
way
your mother right now.
water.
Trust me. Moms are right. I'm right now. Drink your water. Eat your pizza. Have some fun. What's next?
What's next is so say that the concert you want to go to, your 2 favorite artists, as ours are. One ends at 4:30 and the other starts or 4:25 and the other starts at 4:30. We're not gonna make that, and we know it because just a map of the festival will appear here in the blog. It takes 20 minutes to get from the top stage to the bottom stage, at a minimum, because of how crowded it is. And anytime you take a route anywhere near Perry's, double it.
Yeah.
Because
All
you
that
can't
YOLO
get any.
just clogs up the streets, you know? But especially, probably the 2 people I'm pumped to see is Galantis and 21 Pilots. And there isn't 21 Pilots at the stage closer to Galantis.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
same
don't know
same.
what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna leave one of them early. It's just a crappy situation because you want to see a full concert, but you want to see the 2 people you want to see. So definitely plan accordingly. It's not like you can just zip from one place to the other because, especially if you're in the front row of a concert and trying to
Oh,
get,
it's impossible to get out.
yeah, just to get out of the stage, let alone out to the rest of Lolla. So definitely
Yeah,
keep
so
that in mind.
plan accordingly for that. Like rank your artists and know who you want to see more.
Right.
Give yourself time, especially if you go the first day and you want to see two people on Sunday. Like time how long it takes you to get from here to here. Figure it
Right.
out.
My next one is an old English prophet tweeted a few months ago. Don't DVR the moment. His name is John Mayer, and you should not record all of your Lolla moments when it comes to like your concerts and things like that. Um, you can find everything in the internet. Like I was showing my friend the Justin Timberlake like Jay-Z concert I went to, and I found 30 different angles on YouTube. Like you don't need to record it yourself because when you're holding your phone up, it's just like takes away from your experience. Just watch the concert, like maybe send a few Snapchats to your mom or like someone that really likes the songs. But if you are gonna record it, my biggest thing, don't hold your phone this way because it looks so dumb. Like you go on YouTube and you see like
The
this big
black
black bar
bars.
and just like a video this big. It's like no. Not only did you ruin your experience by recording it, but just hold it this way, and you got to start it this way. You can't turn it, or else it's even worse. It drives me.
Oh,
I like want
I'm,
to take people's phones and just like throw them on the ground and then turn it sideways. It's like, oh,
did I tell you that I've done that? At
what?
Lolla, I've done that. People have been recording it like this, and I pushed their thing, stopped it, turned it, and then pressed it. And I'm like, you'll thank me later.
Power move. But yeah,
Total power move.
it's like watching a tree trunk on like a movie on a tree trunk. It's like you don't want to see that. That's dumb. So don't be at the moment, but if you do, hold it sideways.
Yeah, speaking of phones, portable chargers, any sort of thing to protect that thing, because you don't have signal. You will not meet up with people, by the way.
Yeah, there's no signal. Just like you're not gonna have friends if you can't be alone. Stick with one person. Have a bathroom buddy. Do whatever it takes. But it's you're not gonna have signal. You're not gonna find people.
The only way to do it in our 3 years that it's worked is you say, meet me at like Lou Malinotti's stand at 4:45.
Yeah,
So like you don't say like, oh, I'll text you when I'm here because the text won't go.
yeah, they
Like
won't go.
you just see 4:45 Lou Malinotti's. If you're there and the other person doesn't get there, just assume that they're not going to get there.
Yeah, give them like a 5-10 minute buffer, and make sure you do this before the very end of your. If you're meeting a crew to walk to the train station or walk to
Oh
your
God.
hotel, it's the worst thing in the world. But you have to like tell them before. Okay, meet at the Perry sign. Actually, never meet at the Perry sign because everyone meets there.
No,
Meet
not
somewhere
anymore.
else. Yeah, just find some place to meet and figure it out. So you don't have to text people. Like my goal is my phone might be just on airplane mode, and when I need it, I'll turn it back on. Maybe take a video or two, but for the most part, not really needing it. And also to protect your sacred phone that you need so much, bring a plastic bag. Put it in a plastic bag, even if it's not supposed to rain. One day, I think our first year of Lolla, I sweat so much that my phone broke. It was the most disgusting thing in the world. But like my center button didn't click anymore because my own bodily like sweat ruined my phone. So just bring a plastic bag, put it in your camelback, put it in your pocket. So then when it rains, you don't have to freak out. You can just enjoy it.
Speaking of uncomfortable, sweaty phones, it's so gross. I'm not
Yeah,
over that.
yeah, it's very gross.
Is one like you have to like I'm not gonna be like an Odyssey article right now and tell you like what to wear to Lolla,
Oh my
but like
god, the 10 things not to wear to Lolla.
yeah, those flower headbands were like 2012.
No, 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 no,
But
no.
anyway, so wear comfortable shoes is my number one. Like, yeah, your freaking stiletto high tops look cool in the
But they're
pictures
so
that you take
cute.
in front of the river at your
I
pregame,
just, I have to.
but when everyone's complaining, we did leave someone because of their feet or shoes one time. We left them on a bench. I don't
Yeah,
even remember who or why, but we left someone there.
yeah,
Okay, now I do, and it's hilarious.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like wear that. Wear like I don't know, guys dress unique. I guess,
I
especially
wore
with
one of the best and worst decisions of my life. My last year law, I'm like, okay, I've been to this twice. I'm gonna start wearing weird stuff because I want to be the weird guy. I wore a cotton sweat, not cotton. It was a wool sweater vest with nothing underneath. And it was like so itchy and gross, but it was just like that kid's just wearing a sweater vest. Like he was just kind of cool, so it's kind of worth it. But I don't know, do something fun. Don't wear like
No,
don't wear things you'd wear to like a frat party or like a party. Wear stuff like I don't know that you just would never wear. Like oh, this is the weirdest shirt I ever owned. Let me put it on. That's like
another
what you
thing
should
out
wear.
of your playbook that you should be criticized for is you're gonna see this awesome shirt when you're like with your mom at Target,
Oh no.
and you're gonna be like, "Oh wow, that's the perfect thing to wear to Lolla." There's gonna be 8 other people wearing that
Uh,
same thing, and
if
Ryan knows.
and you have a giraffe shirt that says the high life and it's a giraffe with sunglasses on, burn it. Burn it. Burn it. Everyone has that shirt. And it's not cool when you're the second guy to wear it. Oh, and the best is the other guy that I saw was so excited to see me in it. It was just absolutely embarrassing. He's like, dude, same shirt. I bought this. My mom bought this. Your mom bought this. Our moms must know each other. It's like, oh God, no, we have the same shirt. Don't do that. Don't buy your stuff at Target. Just thrift it. Ugh, that was one of my worst experiences of my life. A little over dramatic.
What are more Lolla tips? I'm
I
off
got
my list now, but
I got study. This is kind of like a now thing, not a Lala thing, but study and don't settle, which means like, oh yeah, I've heard of like G Easy, like let me just go to that. No, like look at everybody at the lineup. At least listen to one song from all of them. I made a playlist that everyone has a playlist of like one song of everybody. Just like shuffle it when you're running, when you're in the car, or something, because you don't want to like. The coolest thing about Lala is they bring back the same people like every 2 years, and they kind of like step up in the hierarchy. And you like it's so cool to see them when they're small, and then watch them evolve as they get bigger, and like if they turn into a headliner. And that's why you want to do your studying, because like, and that's why you want to go early, which goes with our earlier
mhm,
comment, because that's so cool to see a young band evolve. That's one of the coolest things about music festivals in Lala specifically.
right. Just for an example, for some of you people, like Young the Giant was at 1 o'clock 3 years ago. Mumford was at 2 o'clock like 4
Group
years.
Love was at noon.
What?
Group Love was at noon. How cool is
Yeah,
that?
Group Love was at noon. The Naked and Famous were at 1 in 2011. Zed was at 3 in
Yeah.
2012, and now he's the freaking headliner.
Yeah, we saw White Panda at like 1 o'clock, and now they're pretty big. It's cool
Just
stuff.
you gotta like listen to the people and hunt it.
Yeah, like I feel like an artist that might be like that is like a James Bay, or I don't know. Do you have any other ones in mind that
There's
are
a lot. We'll attach to our blog if you guys haven't had a chance to read our previews yet.
right? What else
But
do you got? I'm dry. My list is dry.
I'm also dry. But
All right.
another thing that a lot of people do, especially at Perry's slash EDM concerts, is try to get to the front row because like it's so sick to say that you made it to the front row. Like, oh, I was front row for Calvin Harris. Like I was sixth row for Calvin Harris last year, but I had to miss Head in the Heart because of it, which was, I don't know. I would have rather been 100 rows back because when you're 100 rows back, you see the whole stage. You see all the lights that you're supposed to see, not like one green light repeating in your face.
Yeah, and the bass. We were in the front for Nero in 2012, and I
Oh,
like couldn't hear myself think for 3 days. Like it was just way too close. Like Perry's don't get that close. Like it's fun, kind of, but like you'll be pissed when you're 70 years old and you can't hear anything because you went to Nero. Like your kids
well,
don't care.
half the stages have like speakers farther back too.
Yeah, that's very true.
So like if you can't be like Lala's sound quality is actually really good compared to other shows, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
So you can be far back, you can get to your friends quicker. You don't have to be front row. Like it's cool to be front row for 21 Pilots when they jump on you, which they
yeah,
do.
yeah. Certain
Spoil.
like indie shows, shows of the Grove, that kind of thing. Like people you're a huge fan of, definitely worth getting close. But if you're just like the casual fan and you're trying to go somewhere, especially, don't get that close. Like if there's an open spot, take it because close are better. But don't obsess over it. Especially like during a concert, just like settle into your spot. Don't obsess about getting closer because that like ruins my experience sometimes. I just let people go. I'm sorry, I want to sit here. I just want to watch the music. So that's another thing about that.
Another one similar to that is if like I know 2 years ago when we saw it was Two Door Cinema Club and then Vampire Weekend on the same stage with like a 55-minute gap in between, and we're like, well, we're just gonna stay here. We have a cool spot like 30 rows back or whatever. We're just gonna stay and watch this. So instead of sitting there like with our thumbs in our ass the whole time, we like and like looking around doing nothing. We played like an awesome game of like Pictionary with these random girls next to us, like our four guys and their four girls all hung out, and we all became friends for 45 minutes.
Yeah. And we'd just be like, we'd like look around and be like,
never talked again.
just a
There's
small
nothing
town,
wrong.
come out, and just like start screaming like the beginning of a song. It's like, oh, this is awkward. And then we got like the whole crowd to start singing like all these cool songs, Bohemian Rhapsody and Don't Stop Believing, like stuff like that.
Like, they're all waiting there. Like everyone else is there for the same reason, more or less. So like, talk to the people around you. It doesn't matter. You're not at like a crowded bus. Like it's not weird to talk to people. Like everyone, like for the most part, everyone's like in a good mood. Like some of them are drunk or whatever. Like people want to talk to people.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we've met some really cool people that I will never see again at Lolla.
Yeah, I know. Like the fun girl. Bless her heart.
Rest in peace.
She's somewhere looking.
We
for
have a
me.
lot of good people.
It's like Adjustment Bureau. She was that girl, and I never found her again because the people with the hats, they just didn't want me to find them again. That was what that was.
The
She
one
looks like her too. Maybe that's why I like that movie so much, because I think she kind of looks like the girl, whatever that girl is, in Adjustment Bureau.
The one of the 15 people who's watched that and actually has seen that movie before will think like totally get that, but the other 14 will be like, "What the hell is the Adjustment?"
The other 14, go watch that movie. I don't watch movies, and it's so good.
But like this is literally off the top of our minds, but we can go through and name legends in our Lolla years that like we never thought we would meet.
Yeah.
Okay, that Becca girl from 2012 that showed us how to get the wristbands and
yeah, that was huge. It's like little
her and her friend.
Wing.
The fun girl, the Camelback girl, the Matt guy at Macklemore.
Yeah, and like the homies was it our first year? No, maybe, I don't know. But there was like a tsunami where like we had to leave on Saturday, and we went to like the Subway safe house, and it was all just a bunch of like Lolla people just soaking wet and just like loving life together, eating their soggy sandwiches, like stuff like that is stuff you can't.
And like if you see someone you know that like you remotely would see, this is another thing about Lolla. If you see someone like 15 feet away and you're like, wow, I don't like that person at all, don't let them see you. Yeah. Don't let them ruin your Lolla experience.
Yeah, run. Sprint.
You'll complain about it later if you do. And, like, no one's going to know. Even if they see you, who cares?
Yeah. Also, don't miss your train.
Don't miss your train.
Because it's, like, awful. Like, especially on Sunday, the 10:30 and 12:30, if you're going to die, if you can't, like, handle that 12:30, like, leave early. I did that once. It's definitely worth it. And, like, you just figure out your trains if you got trains. Figure out what you're doing. And leave your trains and get on early trains in the morning because they get super packed.
Yeah, they do get crowded. But, okay, if you have to make a top 5 list, I'm going your personal safety 1.
Yes. Drink water or save up for hospital bills.
2 is music. 3 is your parents being mad at you.
2, I'm saying don't DVR the moment. Because just watch it, soak it in, do that. And 3, I'm going to go like study and find cool new people in that order. So stay alive, have fun while you're there, and prepare.
If you can,
yeah,
find people. And hang out with whoever, like talk to people about music. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun, people. You're paying all this money to have fun.
That's the only rule. You're not paying $1,000 with your hotel to like get drunk and post huge pre-games, get a noise complaint,
don't
take a cool pre-game picture in front of Buckingham Fountain.
Ooh, I'm in Chicago and I'm drinking. Ooh. No. Watch
and another thing, like Snapchat stories, no one is watching them.
Yeah, if I'm at Lolla, I won't touch your Snapchat story. Like if I'm trying to like send people a song they want to hear, I might just put it to my story and be like, to mom, like because I don't want to have to find mom. Like that's about all I might do.
Yeah, and like if like literally the call and just leave it in your pocket thing might be a thing.
Yeah, kind of. It sounds
Like if
awful,
you
but it's
really wanted your mom to
worth
hear
the
a
thought.
song, or like your ex-girlfriend or whoever wanted to hear a
Yeah, like
song.
my dad really wanted to hear this new Skrillex song, so like I put my phone in my pocket, and he loved it. He couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
True story. No, not a true story. Dad doesn't like Skrillex. Alrighty, well that is our that's our little podcast here. We might not always talk about Lolla if you don't like Lolla. Coming up, we have a few ideas on future podcasts. If you have an idea, hit us up, um, comment, and share. And thanks for listening. This has been Dreamcast.
It's been Dreamcast.